Farmer at the Linn County Fair. Franny, first of all, thanks for joining us this year.
It's my pleasure.
Now, we have got all kinds of tricks here. We got all kinds of things. First of all, for folks who've never met Franny the Farmer, introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, of course, my name is Franny the Farmer. I was born on the Lazy L Ranch.
Oh.
Yeah, way back in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Way up there in the wild, wild Northwest.
That's right.
What do you bring to the fair experience? What do people get to kind of see when they come visit you?
Well, I hope, first of all, that they're entertained, but my goal is to make sure that everyone appreciates delicious food that is nutritious, but number one, have fun.
Mm-hmm. And you had your magic spatula here. It's somewhere.
magic spatula.
Tell me about the magic spatula.
Never go anywhere without it. Every good cook should have one.
See, I've got my magic microphone. You've got your magic. Now, what is it about that spatula that makes it so magical?
If I told you, it would. See, magicians, they never reveal a secret.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so we'll just have to come visit and see what else is happening. And it's a show about eating healthy, about good food. And what do you do to kind of instill some of that knowledge to the kids who visit?
Well, they won't listen unless it's funny and fun, right? That's what we do. I bring my red dog, the Wonder Dog, who only eats healthy food.
Okay.
And he does get a tummy ache during the show, and we have to call urgent care, but all is well.
Well, you've got a whole box back here. What do you got hidden in the box here?
Oh, okay, here we go. I have a kind of like a riddle thing, but
Okay.
do you know what this is?
Okay, we've got a jar, and it looks like Elmo.
It is Elmo.
And so that's Elmo. So it's Elmo and a pickle.
That's right.
It's Elmo and a pickle.
It's Elmo. It's Pickle Me Elmo.
Okay, so it is Pickle Me Elmo. Well, he was in a pickle. See, there you go.
Pickle Me Elmo.
Pickle Me Elmo.
So you know this is a big time show.
Oh yeah. So you've got all the stars come out to shine. What else do you got for us? Some more fun stuff.
Okay.
Oh, this looks fancy.
Sing you a little song.
Okay. Okay.
I eat my peas with honey. I've done it all my life. I eat my peas with honey because it keeps them on my knife.
Ah, that's a crowd peaser right there. That's what that is.
Oh, I'm gonna
Feel
write
free to
that.
use that in the show later.
I'm going to.
What else? There's so many things. I see all kinds of. There's a bucket. There's honey. There's spaghetti back there.
Super banana. Everybody, you should have one.
You need a super banana. What got you into? I mean, why decide? Let's take this on the road and let's share this knowledge. What kind of kicked that all off?
Well, it was about 30 years ago, and I had a tragedy in my life. My husband died, and I had 5 children, and I thought, you know what? I want to do something fun, because at the time I was doing something else. So I went away to clown school, much to the chagrin of my children. And I don't do clowning per se, but my goal is to make people feel good and make them laugh. And it makes me happy to make them laugh. Be happy. Oh, she's good. Our volunteer Okay.
One of the highlights of the Linn County Fair is the on-grounds entertainment, and we have found some of the fastest swine in the world around. How are you doing this afternoon?
Not too bad yourself.
Not too bad. We watched the race. We're going to see some video of it here. Tell me about Swifty Swine.
Oh, you know, it's a good, fun, family-friendly show. We've got 3 different sets of famous racing pigs. I bring the celebrity pigs to the show. Pigs like Kevin Bacon, Brad Pig, Justin Bieber, and of course Jennifer Lopez and Christina Aguilera.
And who do you have here in your arms?
This is my little Swifty. She's what we call our halftime show. She's a swimming and diving pig. She dives into a 8-foot tank and swims across the other side for that coveted Oreo cookie.
Now, whatever made you think, hey, let's have a pig race? How did that all get started?
You know, I've been with the company for, this is my 6th year. We've been in business, though, for about 15 years. It's just good entertainment, and pigs are smart.
They're very smart. I mean, she jumped in after a little trepidation. She finally jumped in.
She's a little bit of a drama queen this year, taking her time to building up the suspense for the show, you know.
And it seems like at every show, there's a lot of kids here, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah, my favorite audience. You know, it can be 100 degrees outside or 60 degrees outside. kids are always happy and enthusiastic to watch the show. So.
And from your guys' perspective, it's got to be a lot of fun going out, seeing different parts of the country, and kind of taking the message of pigs and racing to everybody too.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, we love it. Keeps us outside. It's good. I enjoy it.
Through the run of the fair, how often are you guys having shows?
We have 5 shows a day, starting at 10:30 in the morning. They run 10:30, noon, 2, 4, and 6.
All right. Well, and Swifty, thank you. Exactly. I couldn't say it much better. Thanks for the time. Check out the Swifty Swine and the Swifty Pig race here at the Lynn County Fair when you come out and make some plans to join us. One of the highlights of a county fair is the good food, and I found someone who knows a little bit about that. Liz, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well. Tell me about what we're in front of. This is home base for you, isn't it?
This is home base. We're here for a week with friends and family. We enjoy our business. We've done this for 25 years, and we go to several of the Iowa County fairs, as well as the Mississippi Valley Fair. We started it 25 years ago. Was a little hesitant, but we've loved it. It's hard work, very hard work, but we have met a lot of nice friends, a lot of good friends on the road. A lot of fair board people at all the fairs are good friends of ours.
Now, what keeps you doing it? I mean, 25 years, that's a long time to be doing anything, really.
Yeah, you know, just the commitment, you know, good food and good friends, and it keeps you young. You know, it keeps you young. Sometimes it's a little difficult being with your husband 24/7 all summer, but we manage. And my daughter grew up in it. She's 32 now. So, you know, and we started 25 years ago. Now my granddaughter's helping. She started at 7. She's 13. She's one of the only teenagers I know that can add in her head really fast and count back the change.
And she's really good at making fast food, too, right?
She is. She's very good at making fast food.
Now, people love to come and get the fair food. The theme is everything on a stick. What is it to you guys when somebody says, I want something fair food? What do you whip up in your mind and what do you put on the plate?
The corn dog, of course. You know, the corn dog. We specialize in fries. We have like 9 different kinds of fries. A French fries with 9 different toppings.
Okay, I was going to say, there's only one kind of potato. How do you get 9 different fries?
Potato fries too, but we do a Philly fry and a Frank's fry, which is actually a Frank's hot seasoning with blue cheese, bacon, and scallions, and of course a loaded fry with bacon and cheese and sour cream and onion.
Now I have to ask, manning a fast food joint, how do you stay so fit? How do you not just get in there and eat fries day after day after day? How do you beat that?
A lot of physical work. This is a lot of physical work, but not that my food isn't good, but you just can't eat it, you know.
After not day after day after day after day.
No. In fact, I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch.
Well, there you go. If someone came to you and said, I want something really weird deep fried, because everybody likes deep frying Twinkies and Oreos, what's one thing you would try to deep fry that you haven't tried?
That I haven't tried. I have done the Twinkies and the cookies and the candy bars and the pickles. But what I haven't tried? Maybe. Oh, you know what? We've thought about doing a corn dog with chili and then covering it in chili.
Interesting.
Yeah, we
thought about it. So maybe something to look forward to next year.
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
All the more reason to come back next year to try the chili dog. That'd be a mess.
You know, we'll put it in a boat for you.
There you go.
Pull the stick out, put it in a boat.
Well,
yeah.
Liz, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for lunch through the week and for letting us stop by and say hi for a little bit.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Thanks.
You know, 2015 is the year that Marty McFly travels to the future. This year, we're going way back in time. Kay, how are you?
I'm fine.
This isn't future. This is way back to primitive stuff. And tell me what we're surrounded by here.
Okay, this is an 1800s. We depict 1890 is the time period. And this is what we cook with, what we cook in, and what we eat off of. Some of the unique kitchen utensils.
Now, yeah, what is that thing right there? Grab that for us.
This is a pot scrubber.
Okay, so that would be now like a Brillo pad.
Yes.
But that's what it was
this
back
is
then.
So when you take the Dutch oven to the creek and use the sand and the water and scrub your Dutch oven.
Now these look like torture devices, but they're all used in the everyday living of the 1800s.
Yes. Several biscuit cutters, different kinds.
Now, we've got everything from, you got your big pots here.
Right.
Even they had waffle irons back then.
Yeah, I would not say that the cowboys had that on the trail drive. That's basically what we depict is when they drove the cattle from Texas up north to the railheads and trying to find a market for all of the loose longhorns that were down in Texas after the Civil War.
Well, and the beauty of this is you kind of show up with the big wagon, too, which everybody kind of associates the covered wagon with that period as well. Why do you go around and do this at all kinds of different fairs? What's the fun in it for you?
The people.
The people?
We have a great time. We meet so many nice people, and people, like, this is our 5th year we've been here, and people come, okay, what are you fixing this year? Well, what time shall I be here? And we just visit. We learn so many things about different people, and Lois, my friend that helps me do this, she says the hit of it is we camp right here every night, right under the wagon sheet, the wagon fly. We camp right there. But we don't sleep on the ground. We have a cot.
Well, and this is just, you've made anything from biscuits. Later in the fair, you said you're going to be using the potatoes and the onions for a little something, too. What else you got cooking up?
We will make beef stew. We'll make loaves of bread. We'll make fruit cobblers. We'll bake cakes. Probably more rolls, whatever we come up with. I try to bring groceries for a list of items that we can make, and then you can always do something else.
What is, and I apologize if I put you on the spot here, but what's one thing, if you were to tell me about the 1800s, that I would probably be surprised about?
The fact that the Cowboys menu was so limited. It was beef steak, beans, and sourdough. That's what they ate 3 times a day for years. That was it. Pinto beans, dried pinto beans. The biggest treat to them was if they got a fruit cobbler or a dish that supposedly is one of the favorites of the Cowboys is called spotted pup. And what it is, it's rice and raisins. And people really like that when we fix that, too.
And you've got, you're more than just 3 things here. Like you said, you got the cobblers and everything people need to come by and check out.
Yeah. And we like to show how they can do this. A lot of people ask questions, well, how do you do it, Mostly by experience. A lot of people will use briquettes. I always use wood.
Big events on Sunday is Impact Pro Wrestling. Takes you back to the olden days where you could watch wrestling after you got home from church. And we got Latin Thunder here with me. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. ¿Cómo están? How are you?
I'm well. How did it go? You have to put the hurt on anybody this afternoon?
Always, always. It was a great show, great crowd here at the fairgrounds, and we had a great time. Lots of kids, which is always my favorite part of interacting and being part of wrestling. So.
And it's such a neat production from top to bottom. Everybody seems to get into it.
Yes, absolutely. We're all about building enthusiasm, and part of the reason I became Latin Thunder, the luchador, was to create a little bit more of a superhero character, a little more sizzle, a little more excitement, and I get to wear a cape. What grown man doesn't want to wear a cape? It's pretty cool.
I would assume you watched wrestling growing up too then?
Absolutely loved it. Addicted to it, yes.
Who were some of your favorite wrestlers?
Here in the United States, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior I was a big fan of the Ultimate Warrior. As far as Mexican wrestling, Mil Mascaras was my absolute favorite wrestler of Mexico. So I had all kinds of favorites, but those are definitely top 4.
Now, one of the beauties of the fair is that it's family-friendly entertainment, and there were a lot of kids around here. What do the kids like to come up and ask you about afterwards when you guys get a chance to sign autographs?
Sometimes they'll just ask to touch my mask. They ask me where I get my mask and stuff. And but they don't really. Sometimes they're a little afraid when they see the mask, but 90% of the time they're just excited and happy to get their picture taken with us, which is cool. So.
Well, hey, we appreciate the time this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Para toda la gente mexicana, Latinos, muchas gracias para el apoyo. For all the people here at the fairgrounds, I love coming to the fairgrounds in Iowa and showing a little bit of lucha libre. Que se vive la lucha libre.
We're talking about the awesomeness that is the Sunday event, Impact Pro Wrestling. James Jeffries here. How are you, sir?
Very good. How are you, sir?
I'm well. It was a fun show, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
There was
sir.
a lot of kids here. Tell me about from you guys in the ring looking out. What's it mean for you guys to have a lot of kids here watching this?
The atmosphere, if everybody's loving it, it just makes us fight harder and get there a lot faster. We love the intensity of the crowd, and that just really makes for a fun show for everyone.
And it was fun to watch because, I mean, you guys get interactive with the kids, too. It's not just where they stand and clap. You guys kind of bring them in along the story, too.
Yeah, I think that makes people feel a part of the action a lot more. We don't have guardrails up. We don't ever have anything like that. You can get a high five, and we feed off their emotions, and that's what pulls us through everything.
Tell me a little bit about Impact Pro Wrestling itself.
Impact Pro Wrestling has been around since 2000, and we do a lot of county fairs. We've done quite a bit the last couple years. Family-owned company, family entertainment, just a great place to be. I started here 8 years ago now, and it stayed ever since. It's just been a good experience for me, and I hope it's a good experience for everyone else.
If you weren't doing this, what would you be? What would the normal 9 to 5 be? Do you think?
Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a school teacher or something.
There you go.
You know?
You know, throwing some elbows.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with something like this?
Just a fan growing up, and got lucky and met a few of the wrestlers just up the road in Waterloo, Iowa in 2007, and hit it off, and they said, hey, you know, you're a little smaller, but come check us out. You
give
know?
small people like me hope.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You never know what you can do, but everybody's treated me real well, and I've just loved my time with IPW.
And what is it about the small town atmosphere and the small town fairs that really gets you guys excited about this?
Just the interaction. You know, the small time, you know, fans. It's just, you can reach through the ropes and touch them, and you can hear them so much more. And it's cool to be brought in as a part of a community's events and get to meet the locals. That's what, we love that stuff.
I didn't have to, Julie. Yeah! Get him off! Get him off!
Hey, Impact Pro Wrestling fans. For the latest videos and upcoming show dates, go to impactprowrestling.com or check us out on Facebook and Twitter.